The Simpsons went skydiving. As soon as Homer opened his parachute, the next second, the rope snapped right off. Homer plummeted down and crashed into everyone else's parachutes. Luckily, he ended up landing on a couch. It looked like they'd have to buy a new couch now to watch TV while eating popcorn. Homer pretended there was a couch under his butt. Marge wanted to go buy a new couch with Homer, but Homer said he'd already ordered one online. Turns out, though, this furniture was shipped all the way from New York, and it was crawling with bed bugs. Soon, the new couch was delivered to the house. Marge picked up a couch cushion and sniffed it, completely unaware that the back was covered in bed bugs. Lisa took out her stuffed toys too, and the bed bugs immediately crawled onto the stuffed animals. Even Maggie's pacifier was carried away by the bed bugs. Maggie saw everything happening, but she still couldn't talk to tell anyone. That night, Bart and his best friend used the couch cushions to build a fort. When they fell asleep, the bed bugs had quietly crawled into their clothes. The next day, when they went back to their own homes, the bed bugs spread rapidly. After Homer heard the news report, he started feeling itchy all over his body. Bart thought he was hallucinating.
How do we get bed bugs?
Homer blamed Bart's friends, thinking they were too dirty, and had brought the bed bugs into the house. Springfield was facing a huge crisis. People threw out all their mattresses, burned all their clothes, and even used fire hoses to shower. Even putting on full protective gear didn't help. Lisa was horrified by how ugly her comic book depiction was, and the classmates nearby were all mocking her too. This made Lisa fall into a deep insecurity about her appearance. When Homer heard Lisa crying, he rushed over to comfort her. After seeing the comic book version of Lisa, Homer said, "That's not the real you. It's just a cartoon." To help Lisa regain her confidence, Homer turned to the people around him for help, but none of them had ever felt this kind of insecurity. Suddenly, Homer saw that a beauty pageant was about to be held, and he didn't hesitate to sign Lisa up for it. But when Lisa found out, she was furious. Marge said Lisa was already so sensitive about her looks right now, and she shouldn't have to compete in a beauty pageant on top of that. But in Homer's eyes, Lisa was the most beautiful. He even wished he could take the judge's eyes and put them in his own sockets so they'd see her like he did. Marge was touched by Homer's words, so she told Lisa that Homer had sold his most anticipated blimp ticket just to sign her up for the pageant. Lisa knew the ticket had meant everything to Homer, so she finally decided to compete. To win the pageant, Marge took Lisa to a beauty salon. First, they got Lisa a hairstyle she loved. Then she took posture classes. Lisa even practiced the award ceremony at home in advance. It was Lisa's first time wearing high heels, and she tripped and fell after just a few steps, so Bart stepped in personally to teach Lisa the right way to walk in them. But Lisa still didn't have any confidence. Finally, Bart said the words she needed to hear. "You're not ugly." Lisa hugged Bart, overcome with emotion. Homer slipped up and mentioned they had 4 kids. Marge corrected him right away, but not long after, Homer carried a bucket of live fish up to the attic. The sound of chewing coming from upstairs only made Bart and Lisa more sure of their suspicions. They'd always heard noises from the attic at night, and they even felt like someone was watching them through the air vents. So when Marge and Homer were out of the house, the 3 kids went up to the attic together to investigate. Suddenly, a huge figure appeared, scaring the kids into rushing back down to the main house. Just then, Marge and Homer arrived home. When they found out the kids had gone to the attic, Marge was furious. Homer hurried up to the attic to check on things. It turned out that when Bart was born, he was a conjoined twin. Ordinarily, such children are seen as a symbol of happiness and good luck. But unfortunately, one of the twins was pure evil, so the doctor had no choice but to separate them. He gave the kind twin, Bart, to Marge to raise, while the evil one, Hugo, was locked in the attic this whole time. Bart thought the story was ridiculous, until he lifted up his shirt to see the scar from the separation. Everyone else went out to look for Hugo, and Bart locked the door behind them. But he never expected that Hugo was still in the house. Hugo tied Bart up, planning to reattach the two of them. He'd been doing conjoining experiments all these years, and he'd finally succeeded, just as he was about to start. Luckily the doctor showed up in time to stop him. After lifting up Hugo's shirt, the doctor realized he'd mixed up the babies back then. The evil child was actually Bart.